Hello, hello! My name is Kallista, and welcome back to Mass Effect Legendary Edition. In the last episode, Naomi completed her final quest on the Citadel. We tracked down the signal, and it led to a rogue AI that was actually gonna self-destruct. It was a rather dicey situation. However, with that completed, we are good to head back to the Normandy. Now, I believe we got to the docking bay through CSEC? I have in my head that that's how we got there, and I think the CSEC lift is over this way. Or at least I'm 95% sure that it's over here, maybe. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And run, Naomi, across the bridge. Space calls us. Yeah, to CSEC Academy. There we go. Down this way, maybe? Yeah, right here. Lovely jubbly. Come on, let me in. There we go.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Yeah, I think we've heard that one before. I think the game is saying, alright, Callista, you've been here long enough. Time to go, please.
You Quarians messed up the whole galaxy when you let the Geth break free. Do your people ever talk about it?
Do the Krogan talk about starting a foolish war that resulted in the Turians sterilizing your people?
All the time.
I mean, to be fair to Rex, at least he answered her response. At least he actually gave her a quest. He gave her an answer. He didn't try to deflect.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
Oh, I think she'd be so grateful. She has a lot of respect for Anderson. So I think she would be so grateful right now.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Yeah, there is more to this. We never got the chance, but Harkin did say that Anderson was originally a Spectre, and then he got kicked out, so...
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Okay, so it wasn't that he was a Spectre, it's that he was being considered for it. Here's the thing. I'm sure there are things that Naomi has done that she hasn't told Anderson about. I think she's probably told him a lot about her past. They seem to have a very strong bond, so I do think she would have told him a bit about her past, but, you know, she lies about her mum. She lies and says, oh yeah, I'm an orphan, I never knew my parents, and while it's true that she never knew her father, she did know her mother. She hasn't told Anderson that, so I don't think that she'd be particularly annoyed that he hid this from her. Everyone has secrets.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
Aye.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Okay, so we are still missing one companion, so I would assume, considering that Matriarch Benezia is an Asari, and you can clearly see from the character select screen that our last companion is an Asari, I would assume that Liara is that lady. So yeah, we should probably start there.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
I'm sorry, but you were a human long before you were a Spectre, and the people on Earth treated her like shit. So,
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
oh god. I do think Naomi would feel guilty. I think she would feel really guilty. This is a man that she looks up to. This is a man she respects. And we have taken his crew. We have taken his ship. We have taken his grudge. He's got the grudge against Saren, and we've kind of been like, oh, we'll take him down. Oh dear.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
Okay.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
Noveria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Noveria respects. But they aren't popular.
Okay, got it. Got it. Now, we do have to ask.
I want to know the truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on together all those years ago.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Ooh.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
But how did you get blamed?
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Oh, I don't like either of these options. Because here's the thing, it wasn't fair. But Naomi knows better than anyone that life isn't fair. And here's the thing, this clearly does matter to Anderson, which means it matters to Naomi, because she really looks up to him. Perhaps she's, you know, angry on his behalf. Yeah, I can get behind that.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Yeah, and we've already said it wasn't your fault. Okay.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Okay. Okay, goodbye.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Stay safe, Anderson. Stay safe. Ooh. Fancy.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Is that Jennifer Hale too?
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Oh, I do think this would feel wrong to her. I think she'd feel not exactly like she was stepping into a dead man's shoes because Anderson isn't dead, but you know, she's kind of taken his job.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Okay, yeah. I think Naomi values honesty, so yeah, let's just be open and honest.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We're not gonna let him down. We're gonna fuck up Saren.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
Damn straight. Damn straight. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Hello. Okay. Thank you. Now that... Oh, can I... Listen... Oh, no. I want access to the entire squad. I'm pretty sure that some people will have level ups. Okay. Okay, now where do we want to start with? Joker.
Commander, something you need?
Yeah, let's learn more about this guy.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Okay, Mr. Confident.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
Mate, we did not do a background check. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik's syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Fair dues, okay.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
Here's the thing, if he doesn't want to answer, then that's fair.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
Hey, I can't fault the man's work ethic. I'm not smiling now, so then at the end, I'll be grinning big time in those graduation pictures. Hey, good for you. Good for you, Joker. I do kind of want to know more, though. Ooh, fuck it.
I need to know more about this Vrolik's syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
Damn, okay.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
Okay, fair dues.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Hey, I can't tell if this is just gonna go over the same information as before, or if it's gonna give us something new. Just in case.
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
Okay, fair dues.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Ta-ra. Alrighty then, now. let's have a look around. Where is everyone chilling out at? Okay, we can open up the galaxy map. However, you know, I wanna chat with everyone. I wanna see how everyone's doing.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
For fuck's sake.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Nihilus was murdered. Nihilus didn't betray us. What are you talking about?
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Damn straight.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Here's the thing. You say that, he has way more resources than us, and the Council isn't gonna back us up. We need the help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
It better not be. She will kick you off the ship. I don't care that you're the navigator. We can get a new navigator. We'll get an alien navigator. Don't make this a problem, sir.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
And now you're here.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Okay.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Got it. Alright. Now then, let's see. This led to... yeah, it's some kind of communication area. Where's everyone hanging out? They've got to be around here somewhere. Where's that door? Okay, that led to... oh god, I don't know what to call it, but like the garage area of the Normandy. You know, these were the captain's quarters. Okay, thank you for the random codex entry. Always appreciated.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Okay.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
It feels so odd not having a bunch of options to ask, you know, the companions about. Just having, like, 2 options. That feels so weird to me. After playing all of the Dragon Age games, I'm just like, where are all the options at? Where are all the conversation points?
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Okie doke. Okay, so there's Shepard's locker. Okay. Ooh. Hello? Nothing else around here. Any banter? No? Okay. Okay, you do you. And hey, Chakwas.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I'm pretty sure we've already asked these. Yeah, this is why did you join up? tell me about Kaiden. Okay.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
No one's back here. Where is everyone? Where is everyone hiding? Is everyone in the basement? Is that it? There we go. Okay, hey! Garrus, Rex, Ashley. That's the requisitions officer. Tali. We're missing Tali. Okay, and there's Tali. Got it. Okay, good stuff. Let's... You know what? I only have about 4 minutes left on this recording, so you know what? Let's read some codex entries, and in between episodes, I'm gonna sort out everyone's equipment. Anything new over here? Ooh.
In the early 2160s, the Alliance began aggressive colonization of worlds in the Skyllian Verge, much to the dismay of the Batarians, who had been developing the region for several decades. In 2171, the Batarians petitioned the Council to declare the Verge a zone of Batarian interest. The Council refused, however, declaring unsettled worlds in the region open to human colonization. In protest, the Batarians closed their Citadel embassy and severed official diplomatic relations with the Council, effectively becoming a rogue state. They instigated a proxy war in the Verge by funneling money and weapons to criminal organizations, urging them to strike at human colonies. Hostilities peaked with the Skyllian Blitz of 2176, an attack on the human capital of Elysium by Batarian-funded pirates and slavers. In 2178, the Alliance retaliated with a crushing assault on the moon of Torfin, long used as a staging base by Batarian-backed criminals. In the aftermath, the Batarians retreated into their own systems and are now rarely seen in Citadel space.
Okay, that is really shitty, and I'm talking about the Council there. That is really shitty. Now, here's the thing. This is the second time we've heard about Batarian slavers. That Helena Blake woman mentioned them, so perhaps Batarians still have a slave trade, and that's why the Council were like, yeah, no, we're gonna open this area up for the humans because you have practices that we find unsavory. So the Batarians were there first, they were colonizing it, they were doing everything, but potentially because they still have the practice of, you know, owning and selling slaves, which isn't right. I'm not saying that owning slaves is a good thing to do. No, it's fucked up. It's really fucked up, but if the Council had just... Because as it stands, the Council just kind of set the humans and Batarians against each other rather than saying, hey, you're doing this, we don't like it. If you maybe start, you know, heading towards not having slaves, we would be, you know, willing to help you. We'd be willing to, you know, provide support as you wean yourself off of, you know, having this slave trade. But instead of doing that, they were like, no, we'll throw the humans in there because why not? Guys, councillors, why? It's just very shitty.
Pharos is a habitable world in the Attican Beta Cluster.
Hold up, have we...
2/3 of the habitable surface is covered with the ruins of a crumbling Prothean megatropolis.
I think we've already read this.
There are between 2 and 400 billion stars in the galaxy, and less than 1% of them have ever been visited or had their systems properly surveyed. Humanity's early expansion into the Attican Traverse was haphazard, a desperate race to claim habitable planets where populations can be economically settled. Ignored in the wake of this land grab were thousands of less hospitable worlds, each potentially rich with industrial resources. the wealth of entire solar systems lies untapped, waiting for corporate survey teams or independent pioneers to discover and exploit them. However, this is not an easy task. In addition to the environmental hazards, the fact that uncharted worlds are largely ignored makes them popular bases for criminals, revolutionaries, cults, and others who wish to remain unnoticed by galactic society. The Normandy is a prototype starship developed by the Human Systems Alliance with the assistance of the Citadel Council. It is optimized for scouting and reconnaissance missions in unstable regions using state-of-the-art stealth technology. For most ships, the heat generated through standard operations is easily detectable against the absolute zero background of space. The Normandy, however, is able to temporarily sink this heat within the hull. Combined with refrigeration of the exterior hull, the ship can travel undetected for hours or drift passively for days of covert observation. This is not without risk. The stored heat must eventually be radiated, or it will build to levels capable of cooking the crew alive. Another component of the stealth system is the Normandy's revolutionary Tantalus drive, a Mass Effect core twice the standard size. The Tantalus drive generates mass concentrations that the Normandy falls into, allowing it to move without the use of heat-emitting thrusters.
Very interesting. Okie doke. Alrighty then, in the next episode we get to know our companions, but until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Kallista, thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.